and I share them with my nurses. There's a young lady by the name of Miss Melanese who brings me my lunch every day, and I should say sometimes I like my lunch directly at noon, and if it doesn't come directly at noon, sometimes I have questions about that.
Good day, everyone, and what a great day it is. Hello, I'm Jegayde Colvert. I'm your host for today's program, and that program, the 15th Annual George Washington Carver Commemorative Festival. We're here in the city of Tuskegee, waiting and watching and hoping that the crowds just come here for this festival because it is a staple within the Tuskegee's social event calendar. So, prepare yourself. The George Washington Carver 15th Annual Carver Festival is underway.
Come to the stage.
Hello, everyone. Here with another sights and sounds of the Carver Festival right here with someone that you didn't ever think that you would hear from, Miss Melanese Robinson, the nurse of the famed scientist, Dr. George Washington Carver. Hello, Miss Robinson. So happy to see you today. We are happy that you are able to give a small interview or just say something on the Tuskegee Television Network because you know what? You are somebody important to us.
Tuskegee Public and represent.
Can you tell us the first time you saw Dr. Carver or you met Dr. Carver?
Met in 19.
Those are our drill
I
team
met
recipients.
George Washington Carver in 1940. I asked him how to apply to enter at Tuskegee Institute College. He sent me a letter and I got it that same week and I sent him back and told him I was interested in the School of Nursing. My sister Elma Finn was interested in going in home economics. So she didn't have her money. She had taken some out, and I had mine there. So I entered college in August of 1940. Stayed there 3 long years. Dr. George Washington Carver paid my tuition for 3 years. So when he came into the hospital in 1943, I met him. And he had to have his dinner at 12 noon. So this day, a mother came in pre-eclampsia. She was pregnant. And Dr. Mitchell called all the senior students to come to the operating room. So I went at 1 p.m. and took Dr. Carver his dinner. When I did ring his bell, he said, "Come in." I went in, and I explained to him why I was late. The mother had to go to the operating room, and Dr. Mitchell removed the baby, C-section. Mm-hmm. And when I told Dr. Carver, he said, "I would not have been in the world if it had not been for a female, my mother." That's right. Then he became ill in March of 1943. He had pneumonia and a heart problem, and he passed. And I was not able to go to the funeral because I had surgery, so I had to go to surgery. So that's all I remember of Dr. Carver. Thank you.
Well, you know something? It's just like yesterday to you because you lived it and you saw it and it's fresh within your mind. And we're now talking about Dr. Carver. He died in 43, but you were there. You knew him personally. You talked to him and he talked back to you. So from all of the generations, past, present, and future, we want to thank you for your service, for what you've done for a great person like Dr. Carver, which makes you a great person. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. Melanese Robinson. Melanese D. Robinson, the nurse for the famed scientist, Dr. George Washington Carver.
Other folks I've been able to correspond with, Joseph Stalin. I was asked to go to Russia to advise them on their cotton crops there by an adjutant of Stalin, but I didn't go. Two of my students went. One stayed for 5 years, the other stayed for 7 years. And I tell these stories only because I want my fellow Tuskegee residents to know all the work that's emanating out of here, that I'm only able to do because I'm able to be here and I'm able to be in this environment where I'm allowed to do these things. When Principal Washington left us in 1915, he had created for us an institution that was unlike any other institution in the world. He had created a community that we could build upon, that could flourish, that could help go out and inspire the rest of the world. And so I've been pleased that in my little work, I was born in Missouri in slavery, but I was able to go to Iowa and get an education, and I was able to come here and share that education. I was able to create over 300 uses for the peanut, over 115 uses for the sweet potato, and I do those things because I enjoy doing it, and I have an environment that allows me to do it. And I like to say, I get many awards. You may have heard that I was honored by the Royal Society for the Encouragement of the Arts in London, England. You may have heard that I was honored by the United Daughters of the Confederacy. I received all those honors, but the important thing to me is the fact that people appreciate some of the work that we're all able to do. And as I've said many times, George Washington Carver could not be George Washington Carver had Tuskegee not been Tuskegee. So let us give Tuskegee a round of applause.
Here at the 15th annual Carver Festival right now, and we're going to move around. We're going to touch here and we're going to touch there. But guess what? For the Tuskegee Television Network and for you, we're going to be everywhere. We're here with an outstanding individual who has an outstanding car, not just outstanding, but visually appealing, and the performance is something. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the Tuskegee Television Network. I'm Jegayde Colvert. What's your name?
How you doing, Mike? Alvin Woods.
Will you tell us something about the vehicle he's about to show?
Okay, it's a 1987 Beard Grand National. Probably about, in that year, probably about a little over 500 and some of them was made. So it's a limited edition car.
Only 500 or so were made?
Yes.
Wow, so you have something on your hands here, not just a great looking automobile, but it's something that is being sought out after.
Yes, it is. It's a 3.8 liter V6 with a turbocharger on it, and it puts out a lot of horsepower, and very rare. They bought it in to kind of compete with some of the bigger muscle cars and stuff, and with a smaller engine with the turbocharger on it, so it puts the power out there, and you know, it's fun to drive.
I mean, I'm going to say this to you, and I don't have I don't have a ploy or anything with any other cars around here. Actually, Corvettes are one of my favorites. But I'm going to say this to you, and I haven't said this before at these car showings. This is one of the best cars that I have seen at the car shows. It's very clean. I like the style of the car, and we know what the performance of the vehicle can be. Tell me a little bit about the car. You have any quarter mile times?
No, I didn't really buy it for speed. You know, I like the muscle powers that they have in there, but mostly I like the style of the car. And, you know, if I need to get out there, I get out there. And I'm not a speed demon, but I just...
Anymore. Not a speed demon anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, let me ask you, are you local or where are you from, sir?
Yes, I'm from Short, Alabama.
Hey, the big city, the big town of Short, founded in 1984.
The board of Tuskegee, been there for 31 years.
You are the man, really? Right here in Tuskegee with a great automobile like that. Tell us your name again.
Alvin Woods.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alvin Woods with a fantastic vehicle here at the Carver Festival. Hope you enjoyed it like I have. Here again with another vintage automobile here with one of the well-known individuals within the city of Tuskegee. We're here with Mr. Russo Minifield. And guess what? I started local television with Mr. Minifield on WRMT Channel 6 here in Tuskegee. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Minifield, he's going to tell us something about this vintage, legendary automobile that he has here. Say hello to the general Tuskegee population here on Tuskegee Television Network.
Okay. All right. Hello, Tuskegee. I'm Russo Minifield, and what we have here is a 1934 Dodge Brothers. This was given to me by my grandfather. I used to sit in where the cows used to be in the little shed like, and we got it and cleaned it up, fixed it up. It runs good, and it's a great truck. And as I stated, it's a 1934 Dodge Brothers. I make that kind of clear because Dodge Brothers was the first that came out for Dodge, and then the brothers split, and that's how you got Chrysler, and then you got Dodge. So what I have here is the old version of Dodge, or the first version of Dodge, which is a 1934 flathead 6 truck, and like I said, it runs great, and we just happy to be here at this great George Washington Carver Festival.
Well, if you notice, this is a professional in front of the camera and behind the camera. You notice he didn't hesitate and he went right on. Mr. Minifield, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for all of the service that you have provided to this community and other places, for all that you've done. Thank you so very much. And you're no cupcake, even though you're consuming them right there on the back of this Dodge Brothers. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a history lesson, and we got a chance to talk to somebody that we know and love.
Let me introduce my wife here, because she's the one that got all this stuff going. This is my wife, Beverly. Tell them something, Beverly, about this truck.
Oh, it runs good. It runs very well.
Well, nothing like Tuskegee. Not just the area, but the people who reside within this general location. Once again, at the Carver Festival, the Minifield family. Jegayde Colvert here with another interview for another vintage automobile. Another good one. Another good one. And we have with us today
Mark Thrower with Thrower Auto Parts. I got this 1957 Bel Air. I first seen this car when I was 15 years old. I bought it when I was 51, and it took me 2 years to redo it. We built it right up here at Thrower's Body Shop in Tuskegee. And
let's walk over next to the vehicle and take a look at it, and you can tell us something about it as we're looking.
well, this is the Z06 Corvette motor that we put in here, and we got a 5-speed transmission. The interior is all leather. It was $15,000 for the interior work on it.
You're kidding.
And,
Really?
yeah,
You say this is a 57?
57 Bel Air, 2-door hardtop, 4-wheel disc brakes, 5-speed, air, power steering,
Ba-
goodies.
Back then, you know, Chevrolet made a Bel Air, Biscayne, Impala, and a Caprice. Did they make them like that back then in the 50s?
Yes, they did.
This is an outstanding vehicle. Tell us a little bit more where you are located. Also, get a little plug in for your business.
Throw Auto Parts over here at 903 Crawford Street. And we got a body shop in the back. We do all kind of work. Anything you need to your automobile, we can do it.
Right here at the Carver Festival, we not only give you history, we also give you outlets for information so that you can be serviced right here in Tuskegee.
And I also have this 73 Z28 that I redone. I put it back all original, just like it come from the factory. I had one in high school, and I ended up losing it, so I wanted another one, so I found me one, and I redone it.
Are these two cars competitive if they were on the racetrack together? Even though they're different years, would they be competitive against each other?
Pretty much the way they built, yeah.
Well, you know, I think you're partial. Are you a Chevy man, Ford man, Dodge man, Chrysler? What are you?
Chevy.
Chevy. He's Chevy. He's the bow tie. So you've heard it. You heard it right here again at the Carver Festival. You know, they say the third time's a charm, but the second time is even better in this instance right here. Guess who we have? Last year this person was here. Now they're back again with their outstanding individual who owns this car right here. This is a car that we're going to learn more about, and it's going to be from none other than the Sheriff of Macon County, Brunson. He's here right here again this year at the Carver Festival with his vintage Ford automobile, and it's on right now, and it's running like a sewing machine. I can see the thread and the needle and everything right there. Everything looks great right here on this Ford automobile. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to speak to the sheriff after he has salutations with another outstanding businessman here in Tuskegee. But, Sheriff, I was saying, they say third time's the charm, but the second time is the best time because you was here last year and you're here this year. Tell us something about this fantastic automobile.
Well, I got a 49 Ford here, Ford Custom. Got a 49 Ford Custom with a 429 Cobra in it. As you can see, it runs pretty good, but I always can do work to them, especially when they sit so long and you don't bring them out but once a year. But I enjoy the vehicle. And we're out here at the Carver Fest 2018, and I see everybody enjoying themselves, and it's just a bigger event this year. So I have my Macon County Sheriff Department out here just watching the crowd, and they enjoying themselves too. But it's a good day today. Very good day today.
Well, you know, I hear you got the sounds in there. Your interior looks plush. And you know what? Guess what? I saw you when you hand me the microphone. I saw this right here. Show that to the camera right there.
That's one of those championship rings from Tuskegee University. And look, I have 12 of them now. I got one as a player and 11 as a coach. And we just got a new one this year, and we're hoping to do the same next year. You know, Coach Slater does a great job over there at the university with all the coaches, and have to give them a shout out, man. They do a great job over there in athletics, and the student athletes are great, so we're looking forward to another championship this year. And I know Tuskegee is going to be behind us. Tuskegee University, the best university in the world.
Well, you know, you're telling the truth, Sheriff, and I know you're very busy. I know this thing drinks a lot of gasoline, and I'm trying to get you back to where you need to go. But you just gave a great shout-out to Tuskegee University, the outstanding football team, and the university band. But
I got to say the band, too. I was just going to say I got to say the band. If it wasn't for them and the fans, we wouldn't do as well. You know, they back us, they go everywhere we go, and it's such an inspiration when they're at the game, and people just don't know how important that is. And we always say, you know, that band go everywhere, the fans go everywhere, and that really gives us a lot of inspiration. So we definitely want them to know that.
So for the director of bands, Mr. Lanard, we concur and thank you for that. But now let me say this to you. You've done all of the shout-outs, you've done everything. Now I need you to do a public service announcement right here. Tell the citizenry in Tuskegee, Macon County, about the Sheriff Department, how you're available and where you are.
Well, we're definitely available anytime, and I always tell people my door is always open. My door is open. You don't have to have an appointment. You come and see me anytime, and you can definitely call my phone anytime. But we're located down on County Road 10. You know, if you don't know where County Road 10 is, it's down past the yellow store. You pass the yellow store, take the next right, and we're sitting out there. But we're always here. My deputies are here to help. You know, and we're part of this community, and we want to be part of this community, especially in a day and age right now when people hate the police and they think we're here to do harm when you have, and I'm not going to say so many bad police, but you do have a few that makes everybody else look bad. So I'm here to try to mend that relationship between the officers and the community, because we are part of this community, and we're here to do whatever we can do and to help you. So please don't look down upon the Sheriff Department or the police departments in the area, because we're here to serve you, and that's what we want to do. So thank you.
Where he's just shown that he's a human being, and he has and loves to enjoy himself here at the Carver Festival. Not only is he a vintage car owner, a coach, but he's also the sheriff of Macon County, and we thank him for his service. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Y'all take care. Thank you. Thank you, Macon County. Thank you.
Well, here at the Tuskegee Television Network, from 8 to 80, we interview. We do not discriminate. But guess what? Right now, we have an individual who is more on the 8 side of the bar than the 80. So who do we have here today with us?
Josie.
Say it again, your whole name.
Josie Marie Jackson.
Now, you are a very pretty girl. Do you know that?
Yes.
I know you hear it all of the time.
Yes.
What school do you attend?
Tuskegee Public School.
And you know, you look like somebody that likes animals. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A veterinarian.
A veterinarian? So if you want to be a veterinarian, you're going to go to Tuskegee University, because they have an outstanding school of veterinary medicine. So tell me, what animals do you like most?
Cats.
Cats? They call them felines, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hear that. So guess what? Thank you so very much for being on the television network at the Carver Festival. Is there a hello you would like to say to somebody before you leave?
Hi, parents.
You heard it right here at the Carver Festival. Up and coming veterinarian right here. Well, guess what? We're still here. Hope you're not tired or fatigued about hearing and or seeing all of the sights and sounds here at the 15th annual Carver Festival, because we're going to bring it right to you. Some of you might not have been able to come to the actual event, but you're right at home in your sofa and easy chair watching all of the things that are occurring here. We have another person here at the festival who is here, and they're having a wonderful time. This is Natalie Davis. Natalie, are you having a good time?
Oh my goodness, I'm having a wonderful time here at the Carver Festival.
You know, this is what makes me come to the Carver Festival. Just people who come and love to just be free spirits and have fun here, enjoying the venues and the vendors and the music. I think that's right up your alley, correct?
Oh, yes, I love the entertainment. I come here every year. It's an annual thing for me, and I love to kind of come around this time, because usually they give you all the breaks and all the discounts. So I'm a true believer in what God has for you, it is for you. So, hey.
But you know, I'm also hearing from a birdie. You know, the birdies do tell us things, that you're an accomplished author, that you've written an entity or a book. Can you tell us a little bit about that very quickly?
Absolutely. I am Natalie Davis. As I said, I am the
author. Hold the mic and tell them.
I am Natalie Davis, as they said before. I am the author of Solitude and Poetry. It is my own collection of poetry. It just was published December the 1st, 2017. If you have not gotten your books this far, please go out and support Solitude and Poetry. It is definitely a book of spiritual encouragement and guidance. So when time permits, do make your way to the bookstore and get my book, Solitude and Poetry. Thank you.
Now, that sounds exciting, but where can we get it, and when will it be available?
Well, actually, it's available now. I haven't had my first signing yet, but it will be available at all the local bookstores, Books A Million, Barnes & Nobles, and especially ebooks.
Well, there you have it right here. You get a wealth of information and all of the things that you need to know and would like to know right here at the Carver Festival. Thanks, Natalie.
Thank you, and have a good evening.
Thank you. Y'all show some love. That's Miss Angela. Somebody say yeah. 1, 2. Never meant to cause you any sorrow. Never meant to cause you any pain. I only want to one time to I only want to see purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Honey, I know the times are changing. Say you wanna leave, can't see no niggas you married. Think you been let me guide you to the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain. This man over here talking about somebody's mama's biscuits. His mama's biscuits. Hey man, Can we taste some of your mama's biscuit?
Leave that man alone about his mama's biscuits, man. Come on.
I just want to know, can we take... Hey, y'all, before we go any further, I got one of my band parents out there in the audience. The day is her anniversary. She done left old husband at home. She up here with Chili's Ice Cool Band. She up here just hanging out with old Chili, y'all. Miss Lily, raise your hand. Happy anniversary, y'all.
Happy anniversary.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Karen.
Calling a party to the floor. Somebody say yeah! Calling the party to the floor. Calling the party to the floor. Got some shorties, but we need some more. We got some shorties, but we need some more. Everybody looking, they're looking for a party. They wanna go Friday night. Come on and get it started. You don't even need a partner to get down and dance. Everybody to the music. Come on, take a chance. 'Cause we're calling the party to the floor. Calling the party to the floor. Got some shorties, but we need some more. Got some shorties, but we need some more. The little lady sitting all alone. She don't like to go out at night. She likes to stay at home. Well, lady, let me tell you something. You walked in on a party. You got staying till it cooks. Angie on the mic. DJ bringing up the back. Everybody say yeah. Yeah. Calling the party to the floor. Calling the party to the floor. Got some shorties, but we need some more. Got some shorties, but we need some more. Come on. Come on. Come on. Calling the party to the floor. Calling the party to the floor. We got some shorties, but we need some more. Got some shorties, but we need some more. Come on. Come on. I want to say what's happening to me. That I want to play about this woman had cheated on me. I got this record that I want to play about this woman that cheated on me. She cheated with Jody. She cheated with Tom. She cheated with Paul. Oh, but she left me for John. Got this record that I wanna play about this woman that cheated on me. Oh, this woman, she means so much to me. The love I gave her was so unconditionally. And then this woman has me wrapped around the palm of her hand. I thought I could trust her, but she was cheating with another man. I got this record that I want to play about this woman that cheated on me. I got this record that I want to play about this woman that cheated on me. She cheated with Jody. She cheated with Tom. She cheated with Paul. Oh, but she left me for John. I got this record I won't play about this woman that cheated on me. Caught him in the club. I call him in the mall. Somebody say yeah. Saw him at the stoplight. Couldn't even saw him at the stoplight, my babe. But when I saw him in my room, Lord, when I saw him in my room, you said, got this record I won't play about this woman that cheated on me. Sing it, Tuskegee. I got this record that I wanna play about this woman that cheated on me. I'm gonna tell you again. She cheated with Jody. She cheated with Tom. She cheated with Paul. Oh, but she left me for John. I got this record that I wanna play about this woman that cheated on me. Yeah. Oh my. Na 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 na. Oh. Yeah. Oh na 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 na. Oh, Tuskegee singing. I got this record I won't play about this woman that cheated on me. I got this record about this woman that cheated on me. DJ, give me some guitar, man. She cheated with Jody. She cheated with Tom. She cheated with Paul. Oh, but she left me for John. Got this record that I won't play about this woman that cheated on me. Oh, this woman. Somebody in the house with me, he say, yeah, we gonna get us a party going in a minute, y'all. Hey, yeah. Oh, my. Na, 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 na. Yeah. Oh, my. Na, 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 na. some rock and roll, y'all.
I've been hanging in the hall, waiting on your call. Girl, I miss you.
I miss you.
I've been waiting on the phone, waiting all alone. I wanna kiss you.
I wanna kiss you.
Shoot-it-do-do-do-do, shoot-it-do-do-do-do. Girl, I miss you. Shoot-it-do-do-do-do, shoot-it-do-do-do. Girl, I miss you. I've been hanging in the hall, waiting on your call. Girl, I miss you. I've been hanging on the phone. I'm waiting all alone. I wanna kiss you.
I wanna kiss you.
You know we went round the corner back there and met them Puerto Rican girls. They was dying to meet you. We gon' get a case of wine, have a real good time, and do that thing like we used to. You should've did, girl, I miss you. Should've did, girl, I miss you. We going to change, to change. Why you wanna wait so long? Baby, don't you come back home? Why don't you come home? Come home.
Woo! Somebody say yeah.
Girl, I miss you. Yeah.
I miss you. Y'all show some love. That's Mr. Darryl Jones. Hey, everybody doing all right? Boy, they got a show lined up for y'all today. I just saw Wildcat over there. I saw the grasshopper walking around.
Grasshopper and Wildcat.
Grasshopper and a wildcat. Sound like a zoo up in it.
Not Wildcat, a Wildcat.
Wildcat.
You still look wild, boy.
Come on, y'all. Didi, you ready to do a song? Not today. Miles, what you driving, baby? Woo! They say the party's jumping, everybody's having a good time. You know what's going through my mind. Do you mind if I get comfortable and kick off these shoes? While you fix yourself a drink, play me some of them down home blues. Oh, now While you get your head back, baby, some of them down on me. I got one for you, Angie. I got one for you. She said, you know I don't get out much all the time. What you doing? And I done cut out a lot of that. I've been keeping that cool. But tonight I'm gonna get my head back. Get down with these down home blues. Yeah. Down home blues. Down home blues. Down home blues. All she wanted to hear was down home blues all night long. Every other record too. While you fix yourself a drink, play me some of them down home blues. Who's that? I'm gonna play a little bit over here. Watch this oldie. I'm going up. I'm going down. I'm going up, down, all around. Any way you want it, I don't care. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going up, down, all around. Any way you want it, I don't care. I got one more for y'all. Break it down. Rock me, baby. Rock me all night long. Rock me, baby. Rock me, baby. I want you to rock me, baby. Rock me all night long. Rock me, baby. Rock me, baby. I want you to rock me like my back ain't got no bone. Then I want you to flip it over there. What'd you say? Like you roll your wagon wheel. Oh, you came up just in time. I want you to roll me, daddy, like roll your wagon wheel. I want you to roll me till I can't keep still. Down home blues, down home blues. All I wanted to hear was him. Down home blues all night long. Every other record or two. Yeah. While you get your head back, play me some of them down home blues. Okay, that was a teaser. Y'all got all excited too. That's what happens when you're dealing with this band. You never know what to expect.
Hey y'all, I thought y'all said we were gonna be nice.
Oh, that wouldn't be saying Tilly Coombs in his entourage.
I got a song.
Uh-oh.
I got a song.
I got it.
You ready?
Oh. Oh. Y'all know these guys really country. You really country, man. Hey, y'all, show him some love, y'all. That's a crazy man. Tuskegee, let's go on time! Put them together. Now come on. Come on now. Come on. I made another Friday. I got chicken on the grill. Been working hard all week. I deserve a little thrill. My baby's on the way. She's got the papers and some crown. 'Cause nothing feels no better than me. My baby in town. You know there was a party not too far away. And the house was wall to wall.
What's up, Rich?
Chili's on its way. Chili's on its way. Lights began to flashing, and the band was slowing down. 'Cause nothing feels no better than me. My baby in town. Come on, y'all. You wanna party? Do you wanna get down? Well, then clap your hand and let me know you wanna tap. I'm gonna play, y'all clap your hands. Come on. Hey, y'all, saw this little lady sitting across the floor. She was giving me the sexy eye. I didn't want my girl to know. Which one, Chili? And then she started dancing, moving her hips from side to side. It's a little bit of tension. What's that? Some things you can't hide. Hey, y'all, do you wanna party? Do you wanna get down? Do you wanna party? Yeah. Do you wanna get down? Then clap your hands and let me know you wanna get down. Yeah. Oh, clap your hands. Just clap your hands. Yeah.
I got a wah-wah pedal.
Uptown's a party. Uptown can make you feel so good. Make you scream and make you shout. Come on, find out what it's all about. You don't have to go home alone, but that's your business. You do. That's your business. You do. We're gonna keep on dancing and singing the whole night through. Come on, y'all. Do you wanna party? Do you wanna get down? Do you wanna party? Do you wanna get down?
to see you.
Mary!
Let's get Chili some love, y'all. Come on, put your hands together.
Get you some help as soon as
DJ got a Wawa.
Yeah,
DJ, get him here a little Wawa.
He need more help.
we gonna get you some help.
He got a real old school Wawa.
Do we have any psychiatrists in the house?
Y'all got some pills on you.
You ain't gonna give me no pills and I ain't
Hey,
money.
Y'all, right after Chili get through, we're gonna deal with the car show, give out the awards while Wildcat Band will be coming with us next. They be everywhere in Montgomery. They be on the boat ride. The Wildcat Band. They be down at the BB King Blues.
Yeah, BB King.
Yeah, that's right. They be everywhere.
They be everywhere.
Call it Wildcat. Yeah. Y'all, this song here, you know, can't do it without the help of Chili and Angie.
Hey, man,
right here at the Carver Crest Festival, baby.
Hey, Didi.
Yeah.
Come in the house.
Hey, man, you ready?
Somebody get a dog a bone.
DJ, you ready?
Mary Mac, dressed in black, silver buttons all down her back. I know tippy-toe, she broke the needle and she can't sew. Walking the dog, just walking the dog. And if you don't know how to do it, show you how to walk the dog. Ask your mama for 15 cents. See the elephant jumped up then. He jumped so high, he touched the sky. Never got back to the 4th of July. Walking the dog. Just walking the dog. Hey, hey, hey. And if you don't know how to do it, show you how to walk the dog. Hey, hey, hey. See you, Mary, Mary. Quite contrary. Tell me how you make your garden grow. She got silver bells, she got cocktails. Pretty much 4 in a row. We're walking the dog. Just walking the dog. Hey, and if you don't know how to do it, show you how to walk the dog. Come on, Chili, show them how to walk that thing.
Come on, Tuskegee. Get it, Johnny. We're walking the
Dog. Hey, hey, just walking the dog. Hey.
and if you
Don't know how to do it, show you how to walk the dog. Hey, lady, yeah. Then you go around the blueberry bush and I go around the cedar. Then you pull up your petticoat and I pull out my feet on my bed. How the dog? He stumbled over a rock. He stuck his head to lady clothing over the cock-a-doodle-doo. The rooster found a stick, chopped it up and trimmed it up and hacked on the dog. He went down the street to get a gallon of gas. Dick fell down there, broke the glass, and all of a sudden, as I went to town one day, I met a boy there. He talked with me and played with me and tried to grease my boot. That boy, you silly fool. That team get a skull. That old critter, yours ain't nothing. We're walking the dog. Just walking the dog. Come on, Chef. Hey, hey. And the DJ.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the Carver Festival because we are, and personally I am, here with another satisfied person here at the 15th annual Carver Festival. Let's find out who it is.
Hi everyone, my name is Deirdre Harkless. I am so blessed to be a candidate in Macon County for probate judge and blessed to be here for the Carver Festival. I have been here since the parade started, marching in the parade, passing out my pamphlets, meeting and greeting everybody, and this has just been one beautiful affair. No arguing, no fussing, no fighting. People think Tuskegee can't have it going on. Come on down to the Carver Festival.
Well, this young lady is a home girl, and I can say that because I've been knowing her 2 or 3 weeks. And you are running for that prestigious office, and you are a candidate that has the right to run for that. Tell us, homegirl, when you receive that title, what are you going to do in Tuskegee for Tuskegeans? Hold the mic.
Well, for Tuskegeans, I am going to be here for you, number one. Anytime you need me, anywhere I am, it won't matter. You can reach me by phone or in the office. I will make sure you understand what the probate office is and what it can do for you. Probating your wills, administrations, adoptions, tags, no matter what it is that you need to get from the probate office, I will be available for you and make sure that the staff is available for you. I don't think we can add a whole lot of new stuff to the probate office because we have laws that we have to go by, which I am very capable of handling because for 18 years I've been going to classes at the University of Alabama, learning and keeping up with all of the laws for probate and running that probate office. So I will be there for you. I hope that you will be there for me and vote for me on June 5th for your next probate judge.
Well, you know, you are a role model whether you like it or not. Charles Barkley said he wasn't one, but you are. Can you tell us who this beautiful young flower is right here?
This is my granddaughter, Jade Story, and she is campaigning with me and for me. And who do you want everybody to vote for?
G-Nanny.
Say it clear.
G-Nanny.
She's saying G-Nanny, that's me. I'm her grandmother.
Okay, you heard it right here, but guess what? We're not all the way through. You know, lots of people are so afraid to be on local television, national television, but thank God we've had a little experience at that. Let's pan this camera over right here. He never thought that he would be on TV, and he didn't want to do it. So are you enjoying the Carver Festival? Let them know who you are.
Oh, immensely. My name is Kevin Lee. I work on the Tuskegee University campus, and I came down to Carver Festival. My mom used to bring me down here when I was younger, and we just used to walk around and enjoy ourselves, and I'm glad to do it again this year.
Now, if he can do it, anybody can do it because he's a behind-the-scenes person and a great individual at what he does. So right here at the Carver Festival, having a great time, candidates, just participants, and people who are coming up in the future. Hope you're enjoying yourself. We are.
Hello, we're the Loper family, and you're watching the Tuskegee Television Network.
Here at one of the many venues, vendors who are offering great cuisine here in Tuskegee at the Carver Festival here in Macon County, Tuskegee, Alabama. Hello, we're here with whom today?
You're with Chef Pat, Chef Barbara, and we have a bakery that we're getting ready to open called Country Girls Bakery.
Say that again so that they cannot mistake it.
Country Girls Bakery.
You guys are country girls?
Yeah.
Well, tell us something about what you're trying to offer and when it will be available.
Okay, we're trying to offer baked goods, all of them baked from scratch. We have ooey gooey red velvet cake, ooey gooey bars, and we have chocolate chip cookies, toffee cookies, pound cakes. This is strawberry lemonade, which I created for one of my girlfriends who have cancer. So it's strawberry lemonade cake. And we have key lime and that's a red velvet. This red velvet looks so delicious. And we have this butter cake with some cream cheese icing. And we also do catering for large amounts, no sizes too big or small.
From 1 to 100.
1 to 1,000. So yes, and we also do cooking. So today we have, you ain't got to get all that, but we have hot wings. And we have
the cameraman
yeah,
might want
I
to
forgot.
sample one.
Yeah, and the lemon pepper wings. And we have potato salad, which we got water in. Just kidding. Did I say that on TV? Oh, you want to sample one?
You know, we're so excited about all of the different things that are coming to Tuskegee and the spirit within Tuskegee of the entrepreneurship here in Tuskegee. Everything that you find anywhere in the world, you will find it right here in Tuskegee. And we have, not only are they physically beautiful, but they have the art of doing whatever they need to do. And they call themselves the what?
Country Girls Bakery and more.
And you heard it right here on the Tuskegee Television Network at the Carver Festival. Madlock, Columbo, Dragnet, all of those are police shows that we've known and loved throughout the years. But guess what? We love the current police department here in Tuskegee. Tuskegee's finest, the Tuskegee Police Department. Hello, how are you doing, everybody? Doing pretty good. You know, we feel safe in this festival atmosphere because you guys are providing a service. Just with your presence here, everybody is just having a great time. Tell us something about the festival that you have noticed since you're here.
There's definitely a lot more people this year than the previous years. Good crowd, lots of family and lots of good citizens of Tuskegee out here celebrating and have a good time.
So you know, here in Macon County, Tuskegee, Alabama, we offer everyone the same opportunities. This is a female police officer. Can you tell the females who are interested in being in law enforcement that it can be done by females?
It can be done. Get after it. Come on out here.
So since you have taken the lead, will you please introduce your co-workers?
Okay, this is Officer Kit, Glenn, and Officer Law.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. The Tuskegee Police Department, Tuskegee's finest, right here at the Carver Festival. Here was a longtime resident of Tuskegee, Alabama. We are excited about this individual and all that he has done and what his family has meant to the city. Who do we have here today?
You got David Cleanscales, and I'm running for probate judge. But more importantly, some of the things that's going on in Tuskegee, Franklin. I'm a mayor pro tem for the town of Franklin. But this past weekend, I brought Ben Tankard to Tuskegee to help raise money for scholarships for our students here at Tuskegee, about to graduate from BTW High School and Notasulga High School. Ben Tankard, for those who don't know him, is a gospel jazz composer, long-term gospel jazz composer. He used to play basketball for the Portland Trail Blazers, broke his knee, had nothing to lose. He went to a revival one day, got re-anointed. A pastor put the oils on his hands and on his head and told me he had a new destiny, a new talent. He didn't believe it. He said, my life revolved around balls. Basketball, football, tennis, anything with a ball in it, that was my life. What you mean a new destiny? Well, if you missed the Ben Tankard concert, you missed a treat. Because Ben Tankard came on down here to Tuskegee, Alabama, and we raised about $2,000, so we can give $1,000 to Notasulga, $1,000 to BTW, and a deserving student. I looked at the awards program with Superintendent Brooks, and those students are dynamite. When I say dynamite, we got students making almost the maximum score on the ACT test score, maxing out on the SAT test score. When I was coming through high school, I was getting a high school thank you, Lordy. But we got some dynamic students, and I had to thank Ben Tankard when he came down. He did it pretty much out of the heart. He didn't really charge us a whole lot to come here, and the show was awesome. So look at Channel 181, and you get a chance to see the Ben Tankard show. You can thank the Dave Banks and Dave Cleanscales production. Next year, we're going to bring somebody else. I'm not sure who yet, but we're already trying to make contact with Donnie McKirkin and a few others. Keep you posted. And again, I'm running for probate judge of the Macon County, and I look forward to seeing you all on my campaign trail. I need your prayers, your support, and your vote. And I really appreciate you stopping me today here at the Carver Festival. I guess I'm wearing two hats because I'm Mr. George Washington Carver Festival.
Well, you got it right here, just like I just got it. He's Mr. George Washington Carver Commemorative Festival, the 15th edition of that venue. And we thank you for what you're doing and what you have done for the city of Tuskegee and Macon County area. Much success to you in all of your endeavors.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Here we are once again, here on the city square of historic Tuskegee, Alabama, Macon County. Who are we going to interview at this particular time? You know who it is. And how do I know that you know who it is? Because you know that I know that you know who it is. I want you to pan over to his supporters first, and then you will know who it is. And when it pans back, you'll hear the person whom which we're speaking of.
Well, happy George Washington Carver Day. This whole weekend is dedicated to Dr. George Washington Carver. I want to join all of the other officials, the city officials, the county officials, state officials, in welcoming everyone to this annual event, the Carver Festival. We're downtown Tuskegee on not City Square, but Commodore Square. You know why I know? Because I named it in honor of the Commodores. Lionel Richie and the entire group made us so proud. But what's significant about this, I now serve as the president of the Historic Black Towns and Settlements Alliance, and that's what we do. We encourage our towns to have festivals, blues festivals, art shows, musical festivals, all kinds of ways they can express their history and their culture and their respect for their history and culture. In Edenville, Florida, we have the Zora Neale Hurston Festival. In Mound Bayou, Mississippi, they have the Blues Festival. In Hobson City, Alabama, they have the Founders Day. Here in Tuskegee, Alabama, we are having Carver Day. So all over the nation, we have more than 1,000 towns that are part of our organization, which I serve as president of, who promote and preserve their history and their culture. As I was saying, I am proud of the Historic Black Towns and Settlements Alliance, an organization that represents now more than 1,000 historic black towns and settlements and alliances across the country. It was Booker T. Washington and Lewis Adams who founded Tuskegee Institute, or Tuskegee Normal School, now Tuskegee University. Well, not only did he start our great school here, he inspired other schools. Other schools became a reality because of Booker T. Washington. Not only did he encourage blacks to organize their schools, he encouraged them to organize their own towns. Many times you would have the school, but you also needed a town around that school. Or if you had a town, you needed a school there as well. So the whole idea of town and gown is now a new movement. I'm honored to serve as president of this organization. What we do is promote and encourage these historic towns to preserve their history and their culture. Here in Tuskegee, for example, we are the home of not only Tuskegee, Alabama, but Tuskegee Institute, Alabama, with its own post office. Tuskegee Institute, Alabama one time had everything any town had. Businesses. It had all kinds, the banks, the credit unions, the savings and loans, the haberdasheries, the nurseries, all of these things with the drive-in theater. We had our own town right here in Tuskegee, Alabama. Well, what we want to do is share that history and that culture so that our young people will know that black people can do anything anyone else can. Not only can we have our own towns and colleges, but we are astronauts, we are scientists, we're entertainers, we're business people, we're everything in this nation and this world. And that's what we're about in this Historic Towns and Settlements Alliance. And so today, it is my honor as president of the Historic Black Towns and Settlements Alliance to proclaim this day on behalf of the other towns throughout America, George Washington Carver Day in the Historic Black Towns and Settlements of America. Just as we proclaim Zora Neale Hurston Day, just as we dedicate a day to Eddie Robinson, the winningest black football coach. I could go on and on. Booker T. Washington, George Washington Carver, William E. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King Jr. We are a great people with a great history and a great culture. And so today we celebrate Carver, the man who took the peanut, the sweet potato, the soybean, and revolutionized the agricultural economy of the entire South. So I was saying to Dr. Walter Hill, the Dean of the School of Agriculture, we want to also bring back the Sweet Potato Festival. We used to have that here in our community. The Peanut Festival and a Sweet Potato Festival. Just like Dothan has made the Peanut Festival big business in Dothan, we're going to do the same thing here. And so thank you for this opportunity to wish everyone a happy George Washington Carver Day.
Well, before we let you go, you know, there's a cliche that says all work and no play makes Jack and Jill a dull boy and girl. But since we are at play, it's time to go to work, and I'm hearing that you are running for a particular office. Give us a very short something about the office for which you are seeking and what you intend to do.
As you know, I served in the Alabama legislature once before. I'm the legislator who made it possible for Tuskegee University to be recognized as a public institution rather than a private institution. What did that mean? It meant increasing their appropriation. It meant that they no longer needed 70 votes in order to get an appropriation. I'm the legislator, and I'm running for that office again, who will give the people the right to vote on an educational lottery which would generate money for scholarships and public education here in our area. I'm the one who's running to give the people an opportunity to vote on making gaming, casino gaming, not just bingo, but full-scale gaming, so that we can save Victoryland, expand Victoryland, make more jobs and more money available for the people of Alabama. And yes, I'm running to give the people of Alabama an opportunity to vote on expanding Medicaid in the state of Alabama. That would save 300,000 lives will be touched and saved. It would mean 30,000 jobs. It would mean $1.2 billion into our economy. And so these are the kinds of things I'm doing. That's why I'm running to send, and I want all of you to vote on June the 5th and send Johnny Ford back to the State House so that once again the State House can become our house.
Well, you've heard it right here with one of our homeboys, mixing and mingling with the citizenry right here within Tuskegee's 15th annual George Washington Carver Commemorative Festival. Taking you backstage of the Carver Festival, not the front stage where you get the front row seats, backstage with the artist. He's going to introduce himself and tell you who he's with.
I'm Clayton Wildcat Thomason of the Wildcat Band, formerly Harriet II, Riverboat, Montgomery, Alabama. Delighted to be here today, and this, I love this festival. We played it last year. So glad, so many positive people. Mr. Carver, a very positive individual. Again, just delighted to be here with you guys. And if you're ever in Montgomery, make sure you come to the Riverboat and listen to the Wildcat Band, baby.
Well, let me ask you something. Sure. Can you tell the people some of the things you've done and or some of the places you are probably going to be going in the near future so you can alert them to that fact as well?
Yes. We've been a regular band on the Harriet II for 8 years. So we're generally there every Friday and Saturday. We're also performing every Sunday at brunch at the B.B. King's Club in Wind Creek Casino down Dozier Road in Montgomery, Alabama. We're definitely looking forward to weddings, anniversaries, birthday parties at either spot. Or if you have a venue you would like to have the Wildcat Band, we would love to do it for you. We play everything: rock, blues, soul, country, reggae, pop, funk. Variety is our spice of life.
Ain't nothing tame about the Carver Festival. It's all wow right here at the 15th annual Carver Festival. You have an album?
Actually have an album. It's called Rock and Blues. We're going to release it next month, and Juju Woman is the featured song. So, you know, it's about them. Yeah, Juju Woman, something else. Ow!
Well, there you have it, right here at the Carver Festival, the Wildcat Band.
Slim Kim from Tuskegee.
And
yes, homegrown. That's right. I'm with the Wildcat Band.
So tell us, homegirl, you're a homegirl. I know you. Yes, one of Tuskegee's own. Tell us what you're doing with the Wildcats.
Well, I'm one of the lead vocalists and background singers for the Wildcat Band, and this is going on my 3rd year doing this, entertaining the people and moving the crowd.
Well, you know what the Carver Festival is all about because you've been in this venue so many times as a young girl. So, having fun here so far?
Yes, I am. We just about to get started.
I know you can't wait, neither can I, so stay tuned. They're coming up next. Hey, 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 still backstage right here at the 15th Annual Carver Festival in Tuskegee, Alabama. You already know who this is, and if you don't, I'll let him say it to you for himself.
Hey, my name is Stan Chili Cooks, Union Springs, Alabama. Actually a city councilman. So I'm the singing chili councilman.
He is not just here, he's everywhere. He's providing a public service as a public servant within his community, within the Bullock County area.
Yeah.
Also, he's in music without saying, but tell them some of the things that you plan on doing, not just for your city, but for the black race or for the African American people.
I want to get the arts back into us. It's been swept under the rug, or it's been watered down. So with the hip hop culture, it's been watered down. I want to get children back to playing music from an early age. I do have a band, Chili's Ice Cool Band.
What's the age group?
They are from ages 4 to 15. And we play music. I got about 52 of them now. And 16 can play piano with 2 hands. Yeah, and a couple of them can sing and play. So I got them playing various instruments, and I got a lot of supporters. You want them on here?
Well, let's show some of these supporters that's coming down all the way from Bullock County to be with Chili Ice Cool Cook right here. I heard earlier that this was your anniversary. Is that right? How many years?
24 years.
24 years. And what's your name?
Lily Ivy.
What's your name?
Vivian O'Neill.
Tell me something about Chili Stan Cooks.
And he's a good person.
Tell me something about Chili's Cool Cooks.
Ice Cool Chili Band is real cool.
Real cool. And we got somebody on the side over there he's trying to hide. Come on over here. You came all the way from Union Springs. Say hello.
Hello, I'm from Shorter.
You from Shorter?
From Shorter.
Chili Cool Band.
Yes, yes. I'm ready to marry.
All righty there. So here we are right here. History. Chili Cool Cook and his compadres right here at the...
We're thinking about franchising and starting an Ice Cool Band here in Tuskegee. So maybe we can hook them all up together one day.
So be alerted that the cook, Ice Cube, is on his way at the Carver Festival, Jegayde Colvert, and the cool folks right here, Stan Cook.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, a little bit more, baby. Come on. On lead guitar. This man played with Isaac Hayes back in the day. Paulo Santana.
Yeah. And we got one of Tuskegee's own up here on the stage. We call her Slim Kim.
Hey, Macon County.
Yeah. Here come on flat top. He come moving up slowly. He got juju eyeballs. He's one holy roller. He got half down to his knees. Got to be a joker. He just do what he please. Yeah. We come together. We come together. Yeah, now we come together. We come together. Yeah. Let's go home, baby. Give it up for the band one time, y'all. Tuskegee, we just want you to stay woke, baby. Can we stay woke one time? Can we stay woke, y'all? Cause you know some of us be creeping. Try to catch you sleeping. To make my butler big ladies.
I see you shaking it wild there. You shaking it for the people. Don't make them dizzy out there. It's already hot.
Daylight.
Daylight.
Wake up thinking that you won't play right.
Play right.
I used to know, but now that don't feel right.
Feel right.
Made me put away my pride. So long.
So long.
You make a man wait for some so long.
So long.
Make it hard for a boy to go on.
Go on.
Try not to waste my time. If you want it, you can have it. You can have it if you need it. Yeah, you can get it. But if you want it, oh, you can have it. Yeah. Now stay woke. They be creeping. They gon' find you. Gon' catch you sleeping. Oh, now stay woke. They be creeping. Don't you close your eyes. Remix. Hey, Gray, remix, baby. Wow. Scandalous, scandalous. All right, give it up for the Wildcat Band one time, y'all. Ow! Tuskegee, are you tough enough? Are you tough enough? Can you take it, baby?
well, I'm in love with Jegayde. My life, baby, hey, but I don't care. Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Yeah, set it off. Baby, I would swim the seas. Nothing I do for you that's too tough for me. Put out a burning building with just a shovel and dirt, and not even worry about getting hurt. Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ow! Ain't that tough enough? Ah, set it off, T-Bar! Ah, see you turn that thing around, Slim King. What you working with, baby? Scoot down for the cat.
What you working with? Don't worry about what I'm working with. How about that? That sounds so good, T-Bar.
I'm coming to you from the dusty roads. Good luck, I got a truckload. When you get it, you got something. So hold on, woman, 'cause I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, baby, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. Y'all let my drummer get some. Come on, Yorkie, baby. Woo. My baby, and I just love your sexy ways. Say, baby, come and let me holler at you. Say, baby, walk that 5 steps over here. Say, baby, and wrap it up. I'll take it. Wrap it up, girl. I'll take it. Wrap it up. I'll take it. Wrap it up, girl. I'll take it. Set it off. Come on. Was a rolling stone. Well, he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left was a long, long, long. Set it off, set it off, come on. The 3rd of September, the day I always remember. That was the day my daddy died. Check it out. Always had to tell you the Something got a hold of me, it just wouldn't loose now. That was the day my daddy died. Like this, hey mama, Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, oh, he left, which was a long, long, long. Set it off, come on. Now back in the day, y'all, they said something like this. Yeah! If you wanna ride, don't ride the white horse. If you wanna ride, don't ride the white horse. White horse, don't ride the white horse. White horse, don't ride the white horse. And if you wanna be rich, you got to be if you wanna be rich, you got to be set it off, come on. From the days of Don Cornelius, so we wish you peace, love, and soul. From what's happening over to George Jefferson and Wheezy. Good times and Jegayde. Old school remix, Frank Gray. If you remember this, make some noise. Yeah, put me in first. Oh yeah. Don't you stop it, don't you stop the music. They don't really wanna stop. Don't you stop it, don't you stop the music. They don't really wanna stop. T-Bob, bring me on, boy, come on. Serenade them, baby, come on. Snake Charm on that guitar, y'all. Give me some bass, Frankie. Hey, she said, Marge, to this, Tuskegee.
Hey,
see, I'm being messy now.
Hey, too, don't you start that. You got to go back to Montgomery.
Yeah, come on. Let's go home, baby. Give it up for the Wildcat Band, y'all. Gonna do a little Bobby Blue Bland for your little members only, and we're gonna pass it to the guitar player on the end. Y'all having a good time? Let me hear you say yeah. So dilly dilly affair, baby. We all the way up. Yeah, we got some strong humming coming up in here. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Come down a little bit, y'all. Members only.
sorors of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I had to say that.
It's members only, and it's a private party. You don't need money to qualify, so don't bring your checkbook, bring that broken heart, yeah. It's members only tonight. Say you lost your woman, say you lost your man. You got a lot of problems, war in your life. Throwing a party for the sad and lonely, yeah. It's members only tonight. Oh, play for me, boy. It's members only. It's still a private party. You don't need money to qualify. So don't bring your checkbook, bring that broken heart, yeah. It's members only tonight. So go tell mama, go tell daddy, say red or yellow, say black or white. Throwing a party for the broken hearted. It's members only tonight. It's members only tonight, yeah. It's members only tonight. Thank you. So you love for the Wildcat Band. Put your hands together for Tima. Yeah, y'all don't get all right out there. Boss amigo, come on, stop. Who we be here?
It is Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. me. Had a black magic woman, had to let her go so I'd be free. Turn my back on the lady, turn my back on the lady. Yes, I turned my back on the lady, she was driving me insane. Turned my back on the lady, gave her over to another man.
Hear you, Slim Kim.
T-Bar! Had a black magic woman, had a black magic woman, yes, I had a black magic woman, trying to make a devil out of me. Had a black magic woman, had to let her go so I'd be free. I turned my back on the lady, turned my back on the lady. Yes, I turned my back on the lady, she was driving me insane. Turned my back on the lady, gave her over to another man.
I know you want it, know you want it. I know you want me, you know I want you. I know you want me, I know I want you. I know you want me, you know I want you. Ow! 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for the song, baby, and from my heart. Hey, just take me away. I'm making plans, swear I'll behave. You want control, baby, I'll put on a show. Save it. You say I'm a kid, and my ego is big. Well, I don't give up. And it goes like this. Take me by the tongue, I know you. Kiss me till I'm drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. I remember, lost my mind. Well, something special about that place. Emotions and so much. And when you're out there without care, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I knew too much. That made me crazy. That made me crazy. That made me crazy. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. Think you're in control. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy, just like crazy. Yeah. Give it up for Tiba one time, y'all. We're gonna slow it down for you just a little bit. Put your hands together one more time for Tiba.
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, brother, far too many of you dying. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer, but only love can conquer hate. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket lines, picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me, brother, so you can see what's going on, 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 what's going on. Everybody thinks we're wrong, but who are they to judge us? Simply cause I live too long. You know we got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket lines, picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me, so we can see what's going on, 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 what's going on. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Shoulda, because I had too long. You know we got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket lines, brother. Picket signs, brother. Don't punish me, brother, with brutality. Brother. Come on, talk to me, brother, so you can see what's going on. What's going on? 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 What's going on?
Show your love for Timo one time. Y'all, we gonna pause for the calls. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Oh yeah, show some love, y'all, for Wildcat Band. Come on now. Come on, everybody raise your hand high there. One hand here, high there. It said dilly dilly. Dilly dilly, baby.
Dilly dilly, baby.
That's right, that's right. That's what I'm saying. We toasting them. Look here, we finna continue with the raffle. They thank y'all for doing what you did, and you helping a worthy cause. So now it's time to give back. You gave the money, now they finna give back to you. I'll get you a microphone. We'll be right with you. But look here, we're not through now. Wildcat Band is coming back, and then we have another band after that. Because the Blues City All-Stars, and they party too, So get your tickets out. You don't have to have, they got your name, you gotta have the tickets out. But anyway, they're gonna call your name out. If you're here, get your prize. If you're not, they'll get it to you.
Good afternoon to everyone. We first want to say thank you for your support. Very fortunately, you were kind enough so that we sold every ticket we had. Give yourselves a hand. In addition to that, if you still have money you want to give, we'll take a donation. I know that. Is that all right? So we're going to ask the first Hicks twins to come up and draw for our fourth prize.
Y'all know me. Bring my prize. Yeah. Come on, twin. Draw my name. Come on, twin.
15th annual Carver Festa yet going right here in Tuskegee, Alabama. Having a wonderful time, a great time, just meeting and greeting those people who will be here as participants and enjoying the festivities. We're here with another person enjoying all of the festivities all and around this square. Miss Moon, how are you?
I am wonderful. Are
you enjoying the festival today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This year is even better than last year, and I have participated and been involved every year, and I think it is just wonderful. So those of you out there who have not yet joined us, you really need to come out and join us. Definitely make it on your schedule next year to be here with us, because it is a wonderful event. It is a wonderful event. And also, you have several people out here who have just gotten involved with the community and doing other things. I myself am running for the probate judge seat this year, 2018. So on June 5th, please come out to also exercise your right to vote. Please come out, select me as your probate judge, but definitely just exercise your right to vote. People, we need you to get out and vote. Also, on next Wednesday, there will be a forum with all the candidates. So if you have not yet made up your mind, you can come out, join us at the complex, 6 o'clock on the 9th, and just see what's out there and make your choice. But please, come out and join us and just get involved. Thank you.
Well, Ms. Moon, thank you for success to you in all of your endeavors, and we thank you for coming and having a wonderful time here at the Carver Craft Festival. Told you we're having great people and great things happening here in Tuskegee. Continue to stay tuned because we're going to continue to bring it to you right here in Tuskegee. Hey, hey, hey. Ain't nothing but great things continually happening right here at the Carver Festival. I have a very important person who is on the board of making this event a success. Reverend Leonard, welcome to Tuskegee Television Network. Tell us something about the festival today. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, I am, very much so. And matter of fact, the parade was awesome. It was a beautiful parade and a long parade, but it was beautiful every aspect of it. And everything, all the people that are here and all of the entertainers that have come to Tuskegee today. And we are just overjoyed to have everybody enjoying themselves and having a good time. But giving praise to God Almighty for the weather that we had, because everybody was saying it was going to rain, and we haven't had a drop yet, to my knowledge, okay?
That's right. Well, you know, look at the people are here, and this is coming close to the end of the event, but there's still a massive amount of people here within this venue, and they're having a great time. Tell us something about what you're doing to make this festival a success. What part have you played?
Well, the only part that I play basically is try to give the ideas and creativity to this organization. We started this in 1981 on campus at the National Park Service. And this has come downtown because the Park Service could not continue with this activity. So we had it 1 year on campus. Dr. Hill asked me to have it 1 year on campus. We had it 1 year on campus in 2000, and then from 2000, we moved down here to downtown. And now this is the 15th year downtown here, and it's growing exponentially every year. Just greater and greater things are happening. This year we have 4 bands that are coming in here to entertain us this afternoon.
Well, that's something that I want to ask you about. You know, I see so many different types of venues where we have different vendors, food vendors, apparel vendors, and I see the musical artists. Can you tell those people who aspire to want to be a part of this great festivity, a staple in Macon County's social event, can you tell them how they can become vendors and or musicians for this event?
Yes, sir, Mr. Colvert. Basically, those who want to be entertainers and the like, get in touch with Grasshopper. Grasshopper's name is Knight, Mr. Knight, Nathaniel Knight, and he in turn is the one who books all of the musical entertainers for the George Washington Carver Festival. And for those who want to be vendors, get in touch with Mrs. Finney. Mrs. Finney has handled all the vendors. This year we have more than 60-some vendors here today. Food vendors and jewelry and everything else you can name here around the square. So all you have to do is get in touch with one of them. I think the price for that is $75 for a spot and $125 if you need electricity.
Well, Tuskegee is a historic place indeed, and it has as much history and or more than the average place within America and in the international community. I want everyone to know that we're about to give a little history right here, not from my mouth, even though I am a black historian. We're going to get this history from this individual. Is it true that you are George Washington Carver's godson?
Well, yes, to answer the question, yes. It's a long story. My father was a friend of Dr. Carver. I met him on the street of Tuskegee, and he gave him $1 to and told him to put it where he could see it grow. And he in turn bought a dozen eggs. It's in that book that I have, Tuskegee, No Place Like Home.
Tell us about the book, sir.
It's in that book, Tuskegee, There's No Place Like Home. And I talk about
Where can they get it?
It's on Amazon, Amazon.com. You can get it in color or black and white. And we talk about my father's and mother's relationship to George Washington Carver. And it was an ongoing relationship that they had. And Dad was a chef at the VA hospital. He made a peanut bread that Carver loved. But he took that $1 that Carver gave him and he multiplied it by buying a dozen eggs and hatching chickens and then starting a chicken farm. And then from a chicken farm to a pig farm and the like. And two of those chickens are in the George Washington Carver Museum embalmed now. One was embalmed by the Burden Funeral Home and the other by George Washington Carver, who did the taxidermy on those chickens. There are pictures on the wall in the museum now. And I have a letter at home from George Washington Carver to my dad asking how's my little boy doing. My name, if I'd have been a girl, my wife says, my mother told her that my name would have been Carvella. But my name is Carver, named after Carver. And Mom said that number one, she wanted my first name to be named after my dad. So that's William. My middle name is Carver. Last name is Leonard.
Well, right here on the television, Tuskegee Television Network, you're going to get it all. You're going to get fun, you're going to get history, you're going to get everything. And Mr. Cameraman, as this interview is coming to a close, can you do me one favor? I want you to show off this fantastic shirt. Just put it right here. I want you to showcase that fantastic shirt as we are now leaving this particular interview with Reverend Leonard and his wonderful things that he has been a part of to make this a success here at the 15th Annual Commemorative George Washington Carver Festival. Thank you, Reverend Leonard.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for having me, okay? God bless you.
At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like the song. Oh yes, at last the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to. I found a thrill that I have never known. Oh yes, you smile, and then the spell was cast. And here we are up in heaven. Oh, you are mine. At last. Woo!
Y'all give it up for Slim Kim. Tuskegee's on. Ow!
I think he got some communion in that cup over there.
Yeah, communion time.
Woke up this morning with a smile on my face. Jumped out of bed, took a shower, dressed, No, Wildcat, I got something else to do.
All right,
Go ahead, really get your groove on. 'Cause tonight my man's coming through. Yeah, we gon' have to connect some other time. As much as I like to shake my thing on the dance floor, I've got another funny, nasty game right just in mind. Tonight, I'm gonna beat the high score. Is this the way you love me, baby? Is it the way you love me, baby? Is it the way? Is this the way you love me, baby? Is it the way you love me, baby? Last time, babe. Is it the way? Is it the way you love me, baby?
Ow, Slim Kim. All right, now y'all put your hands together now for one more time for your own Slim Kim, y'all. Give me that one more time. Shout out to all the AKAs supporting Slim Kim. Put your hands together now for KK South, Frank Gray, y'all.
This young man is from Alabama State University. Might have to keep him down here and put the tiger on him. Boom. Stomp on his head. We're gonna stomp on this hornet up here.
Mike's as strong as while you talking. I like this one right here. Thank you. All right. I love this one.
I do what? Oh, this sounds good too.
See why you sound good on this one.
Singing on this one.
All right, y'all feel good, Tuskegee, Alabama? Let me hear you make some noise out there. All right, y'all look very nice, very nice. The rain has held off today. Is that good? Y'all enjoying them good fish sandwiches over there? Buy me one. Thank you, thank you. Hey, man, cat. You know, we cat like fish too, Frank. Yeah, catfish, all that. We love that. Shrimps, scrimps. All right, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go, y'all. Come on, say it, I. Come on, y'all. Here we go, y'all. You make me happy. No, this you can bear. You stood right beside me. No, and I won't forget. I really love you. You should know. Make sure I'm right, girl, before I let go. Now we've had a good time. That's what they say. Come on, y'all. We're having No, girl, it's a shame, and I won't be foolish now. You should know. I wanna make sure I'm right. Come on, y'all. Before I let go, I wanna thank the sun rising and down on you. 'Cause there ain't nothing I'm gonna do. Before I let you go. Let you go. Put your hands in the air and say la da da. Come on, wave them like you just don't care. Come on, put your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care. Come on, put them hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care. Come on, we're so close. That's what they say. We're hurting each other. No, where did we go wrong? I won't get too hasty now. You should know. I wanna make you right before I let go. One more time, y'all. I wanna take the sun rising and down on you. 'Cause there ain't nothing I would not do. Before I let you go. Never let you go. Let's do it one more time, y'all. Put them hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care. Come on. Wave them hands in the air, wave them from here to there. Come on. Wave the hands in the air, wave them from here to there. Come on. We do it like this, y'all. Come on, say, I'll never let you go. Where my singers at? I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. Let's go home, y'all. Yeah. Put your hands together one time for the Wildcat, y'all. Give it up for Frank Ray. Yeah. We're gonna slow it down. We're gonna slow it down for the ladies in the house. Is that all right? All the ladies, let me hear you make some noise if you're here. Oh yeah, for the ladies, let me hear you make some noise. For the fellas, let me hear you make some noise. Y'all here, ready?
The fellas are asleep out there.
La 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 la. Come on. La 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 la. Check this out. Somebody told me that we troubled at home, 'cause we never talk a lot when we spend time alone. Hey, I'm supposed to know when something is wrong. Well, we got a right to communicate. It keeps a happy home. And no one doesn't like me. I know
sure has the kind of whip appeal on me. Keep on whipping. Whip it. Work it on me. Whip on your sweet, sweet loving on me. Keep on whip it. Work it on me. Whip on your sweet, sweet loving on me. Can I do it like this? Tuskegee. When we go to work, how the day seems so long. All the things we think about come with your weekend home. And we got a way of talking, and it's better than words. It's the strangest kind of relationships now. Does it always work? And does it like me? And no one but you has the kind of whip appeal on me. Whatever you want, it's alright with me. It's alright with me. Come on, say it with me. Cause you got that whip appeal, baby. So work it on me. It's better than love. Sweet as be. And you got that whip appeal, baby. So work it on me. Come on, Wildcat. Wherever you want. It's alright with me. Alright with me. You got that whip appeal. Come on to work it on Frankie. It's better than love. It's sweet as can be. You got that whip appeal. Come on to work it on me. Whenever you want. It's alright with me. Alright with me. You got that whip appeal. Come on to work it on me. It's better than love. Sweet as can be. You got it. You got it. Oh, baby, say you got a real good time. Alright with me. Just you and me, baby. You got that. We got a good way of talking. It's better than words. Oh, we'll give it up for words. Oh, you don't wanna take it from me, baby. No way. Wherever you want. It's alright with me. Alright with me. You got that whip appeal. Come on and work it on me. It's better than love. Sweet as can be. You got it. Let's go home, y'all. Keep on whipping. Work it on me. Whip on your sweet, sweet loving on me. Keep on whipping. Work it on me. Let's go home, Wildcat. Whip on your sweet, sweet loving on me. So you love a Frank Ray one time. Thank you. Yeah. Y'all enjoyed the Wildcat tonight. We're gonna do it like this. When we hear you say Tuskegee, make some noise. One time. And let me hear you make some noise. Come on. All right, come on. All right. From side to side, like this. Come on. Let me hear you say, all right. Come on. From side to side, like this. Come on. Let me hear you say it. All right. Then we're gonna break it down one time. Ain't this what you came for? Don't you wish you came? Oh, girl, what you playing for? Oh, come on, let me kiss that. Ooh, I know you miss that. What's wrong? Let me fix that. Twist that. No, baby, tonight. let you know. Baby, tonight's the night we lose control. Baby, tonight you need that. Tonight, believe that. Tonight I'll be the best you ever had. Come on, say it like this. I don't wanna brag. I don't wanna brag. I'll be the best you ever had. Say it like this. I don't wanna brag. I don't wanna brag. I'll be check this out, love. I'll get you in my best row, freestyle in the breaststroke, till we blowing cigarette smoke, another bed stroke. So what we gonna do now? Wish I could say it round to now. Work it out, then we go down, go down. Now, baby, tonight's the night. I'll let you know. Baby, tonight's the night. Baby, tonight you need that. Tonight, believe that. Tonight, I'll be the best you ever had. The best you ever had. I don't wanna brag. The best you ever had. I'll be the best you ever had. Right here, Tuskegee, y'all. I don't wanna brag. I'll be the best. Break it down one time, y'all. I said, okay, we started right, and I'm yours, babe. We got all night, and I won't waste your time, baby. Tonight's the night, tonight's the night, oh, tonight's the night. I'll let you.
Moving all around the city square and beyond here at the 15th annual commemorative George Washington Carver Festival right here in Tuskegee. Another citizen right here who's having a great time right here at the Carver Festival. Did I say you're having a great time? Why don't you tell him if you're having a great time?
I'm having more than a great time. I'm having a fantastic time. This is the 15th Carver Festival commemorative festival, and we ask all the citizens to please come out who haven't arrived yet. But more importantly, it is an opportunity for the citizens of Tuskegee and all of Macon County to showcase George Washington Carver and all the many wonderful scientific innovations he brought to this world. So what's important here is for us to come together. What's also important that on this day, we're sponsoring a booth, and all the proceeds from that booth is going to the Macon County Foster Parent Association. I'm James Cooper, and I'm also a candidate for probate judge. But before that, I was working in the community as a foster parent for over 10 years, 4-H club, Boy Scouts leader. I volunteer for the University Choir, as well as Booker T. Washington Marching Aristocrats. Also, what's very important is that I'm also a member of the Tuskegee Local Alumni Club, where I'm vice president. And being vice president, we sponsor scholarships every year to all the graduates of Booker T. Washington and Notasulga High School, so we can help them matriculate and to attend Tuskegee. So thank you, everyone, and we're having a great time today at the 15th annual commemorative George Washington Carver Festival. Thank you.
Hey, we're here with the man who is turning the wheels. He's pushing the buttons. He's doing everything that needs to be done to make this event a wonderful affair. Mr. Bobby Davis, tell us about this festival, sir.
Thank you very much. This is the 15th annual. I've been doing this for 15 years. I guess they want me to keep on trying till I get it right. I think we came real close last year to getting it right, and I think we came even closer this year to getting it right. But listen, I didn't do this by myself. I have a dedicated group of volunteers, underscore the word volunteers, that are very dedicated and very loyal, work real hard, take their volunteer jobs very seriously, and this is what we get. Another successful George Washington Carver Commemorative Festival event, 15th annual. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate all the sponsors, the city, the county, everybody that worked so hard to make this event successful, and I believe it has been. Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it. None other than the man, and you know him. He's here. He'll be here next year. So thanks again, Bobby, for all you do and all you will do. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. All right.
Carver Festival going on and on and on. Great times are waiting for those who are not here, and those who are yet here are having a wonderful time. The band is playing, vendors are still here, and yet still important people and just all kinds of people here. Young folks, middle-aged, all kinds of people are here. Chief Emeritus of Police, J.B. Walker. The Honorable J.B. Walker is here today in the City Square. Jay, are you having a good time here?
I'm having a wonderful time, Jegayde. I'm just so glad that the Lord let us have this kind of weather because it brought a crowd of people here to the Carver Festival so that they can see the positive side of Tuskegee. And we're just so happy that this has happened. And, you know, I have with me my sister who is standing right next to me.
Is that right? Would you like to introduce her? Introduce her, sister.
Her name is Peblin Warren.
Take the mic.
Her name is Peblin Warren, and she is the state representative for District 82 for the Alabama House, and she's running for re-election. Here you go, baby.
All right, thank you. Truly, as always, I have to admit that this is a day that the Lord has made, and we got a lot to rejoice about today. To see people coming out, intermingling, and just staying and spending the day and relaxing in the city of Tuskegee is truly a new atmosphere. It is great when we can all come together and we have the different vendors here. I think the thing that I like most is my Polish sausage from a vendor around the corner, and it gives the kids an opportunity to come out and intermingle as well as the adults. So I just take my hands, I'll give a full hand applause to the Carver Fest committee that worked so hard to plan this, because this is not easy to pull an event like this together. So I just want to commend them for the great work they've done. And as my brother said, I am up for re-election for state representative for District 82 on June 5th. Thank you.
Honorable Warren, you've done so much for this area, and we are so appreciative of what you've done. Do you see even brighter days in the future?
Definitely. We're just having to be able to reach our people, and that's where the problem is. Our communication is not so we can reach our people. If you see that van, that mobile van over there, that was a part of the Appalachian Regional Grant we got for industrial maintenance training. It travels around, it goes locally, we're sharing it with other counties, but we also have a class that's free that adults can take in the evening at the Career Center, and we just got to encourage people because, see, we got to take advantage of these opportunities. As I tell anyone, we've done a great job of building cars and other manufacturing, but the problem is when those machines break down, we don't have anybody to fix it, and that's what that trailer does. It teaches them industrial maintenance, how to really fix the equipment when it gets down. So I'm going to do everything I can to continuously encourage people in Macon County and the surrounding counties. Take advantage of this. It's free. Could you imagine what you had to pay if you had to go to school and take a program of this magnitude? So I just want to let people know, come on, go to the Career Center and just tell them you want to be in the night industrial maintenance class, and I promise you, they will accommodate your needs. Thank you.
And so for Chief J.B. Walker and his sister, the Honorable Representative Peblin Warren, you should have been here. You would have seen it, but happy Carver Day, everybody.
And we hope to see him next year.
You never know who you might meet here at the Carver Festival. You rub shoulders with people of all kind of status. And we have that kind of status here in Tuskegee as well. We're here with someone who's going to introduce themselves, and they're going to tell you, and maybe you will already know what they have done and what they are doing.
How you doing back there, out there? My name is Ken Woodard, retired NFL ball player from Tuskegee Institute and now Tuskegee University. I'm a student on campus, but I came out here to the Carver Festival and just really enjoyed it. Even from back in the day, from the 70s with the Carver Festival, this is so big of an event and so beautiful an event. And what the kids do, the Carver Festival, the part where the science fair over in the museum here was so educational. I even learned a little bit myself. And the camaraderie, the youthness of the family, the auto show was great. You know, you got auto show, you got great food, you got great history. You know, Tuskegee National Historic Site, George Washington Carver Festival. This Carver Festival is a great event. It just really doesn't get its just due, and I really can't tell you how well I enjoyed it. You got to really experience it for yourself. I'm looking forward to coming back next year.
Well, I keep telling you here at the Carver Festival within Tuskegee, Alabama, you never know who you might meet, and you just met a good one. Thank you. Well, we've come to the end of this, the 15th annual George Washington Carver Commemorative Festival, and it's been a full day at that. We've had a lovely parade where we've had marching bands, cheerleaders, we've had debutantes, we've had drill teams, we've had vendors. You can see them still here as we are closing down. And even in the background, you can still hear the music being played because the band is still here. And there's still a massive amount of people here within the city square of Tuskegee, Alabama. We want to thank the organizing committee of all of those who made this a possible event within this venue. And as we stated earlier, the Carver Festival is a staple in the social calendar for Macon County and Tuskegee. We hope that if you were not able to make it this time, that you will make sure that you come out and see firsthand for yourself next time in person, because it's all here, all for you, all at the Carver Festival. And so for all of the steering committee and for all of the bands, all of the parade members, all of the vendors, and for cameraman Jesse Harris, I'm Jegayde Colvert saying, see you next year.